Report to the hallway, TC 11. I need you in the hallway. Thank you. Hi, if you have a seat next to you, if you could raise your hand. I know we like to save seats, but we are going to give priority to the people that are in the building. We have people standing up in the back, and we want to make sure that the people that are here on time have the opportunity to have a seat. So if you have a seat next to you that's open, if you could raise your hand. Is it okay? If you could raise your hand. Let's see, there's a few seats towards the middle. Thank you. Appreciate that. And there's one in the very front. Well, fake front. Third row on the, well, it's our right, your left. Oh, photographer's gonna be. Thank you all.
Good morning, everybody. I know many of you are in the back who are standing. Once we have the graduates sitting and we have more space, I would like to give priority to those with kids or have mobility issues to be able to sit up front. Is that all right? So you guys got that? Okay. I just wanted to let you know that we are thinking of you. All right, so it's a great morning today. We're here to see TC11. My name is Betty Yu, and I have the great honor of serving as the Tacoma Didactic Campus Coordinator with the MEDEX Northwest Physician Assistant Program. To begin this special day, I invite you all to please stand as we welcome the graduating class of Tacoma Class 11. So we have a whole row if people want to come over and start sitting here on the second row. Yeah? Okay. As we open today's ceremony, I'd like to offer a land and cultural acknowledgement. The UW Tacoma community acknowledges that we learn, teach, work, and live on the ancestral land of the Coast Salish people. In particular, our campus is situated on traditional lands of the Puyallup tribe of Indians. We recognize that this is a difficult and painful history, and we understand we must play an active role in remembering not just what happened to indigenous communities post-settlement, but also the rich history that existed long before colonization. This land acknowledgement is one small act in an ongoing process of honoring the past while working together with local tribes to build a more inclusive and thoughtful community. Today's ceremony is being recorded and will be available on the MEDEX YouTube channel within 1 to 3 business days. So you can revisit and share this celebration with others. I acknowledge the land. Yes. Now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce Dr. Ami Naidu, MEDEX Associate Program Director of Student Affairs. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Naidu to deliver the UW School of Medicine welcome.
Good morning, distinguished guests, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the Tacoma graduating class of 2025. My name is Ami Naidu, and I have the honor of serving as the Associate Program Director of Student Affairs here at MEDEX. On behalf of the University of Washington, the School of Medicine, and the MEDEX PA program, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you to this momentous occasion, your graduation. Today marks not just the completion of a program, but the culmination of years of dedication, service, and relentless pursuit of knowledge. You have balanced the rigor of academics with the demands of clinical rotations, navigated challenges both expected and unforeseen, and proven your resilience, adaptability, and compassion. And it definitely wasn't an easy job, and we recognize that. The MEDEX program was founded on the vision of improving healthcare access and advancing primary care and serving communities in need. You, our graduates, will carry this vision forward, and you will be equipped not only with the clinical knowledge, but also, very important, empathy and cultural humility, and that collaborative spirit, which is very important when we work with our patients. Your journey from students to medical professionals has been guided by the unwavering support of many, your faculty, staff, preceptors, peers, families, and friends. And to all of them, we extend our deepest gratitude. Graduates, as you step into the next chapter, remember that your degree is not the end. This is just the beginning. It's kind of like a rebirth. And you're going to begin a lifetime of service, learning, and leadership. The communities you serve will depend on your competence, your ethics, and your compassion. I have no doubt that you will rise to that responsibility with the same dedication that you've shown here. On behalf of the MEDEX program, the University of Washington, and the School of Medicine, congratulations. We are immensely proud of you. Thank you.
Doesn't seem to go up. Okay, we're gonna work with this. There is a whole row up here. I would love for people who are standing to come down and fill this row here, and there's a couple seats here. Thank you, I wasn't being patient. Big surprise. So please, feel free. There's probably like, what, a dozen seats behind you guys? Okay. Because I'm gonna talk for a long time. No, I'm just joking. 3 seats right there, seats here. My feet are hurting watching people stand. So, welcome to the Tacoma graduation ceremonies of 2025. My name is Bridget Albright. I'm an alumni of MEDEX, class 39 in Seattle. I practice emergency medicine. We don't need the, okay. I know, it's been a while. So I practice emergency medicine in Olympia, Seattle, and Bellevue. I am the president of the Washington Academy of Physician Associates, and I teach and precept students for MEDEX. I'm gonna go off script for a second, and I'm gonna talk about when I graduated. I was given this title called The Future of MEDEX, and I was like, I'm not the future of MEDEX. I don't even know what that means. That's ridiculous. I'm just gonna go be a PA somewhere. And as I look back, I kinda like was and am. So, I started out taking students. I taught for MEDEX when we had a campus in Yakima. I continued to take students. I took leadership roles in the clinics where I worked. I was the chief of a clinic. I was the chief of a telehealth, or not a telehealth, but a retail clinic. And then I also kind of started the telehealth project at, I worked for Kaiser, and got on the Credentialing and Privileges Committee at my company. So I'm involved in credentialing physicians and PAs, continued to take students. I started teaching again at the university a couple years ago. I started out as secretary of WAPA, the state organization, and then became the president. So be the future of MEDEX. It's kind of actually cool, and I guess I was, though I didn't realize it at the time. So I had the pleasure of precepting 2 students this past year, Maud Boto, exactly, and Chris Roach, a Seattle student. They, and in an extension, all of you, give me hope about the future of medicine. I want to start with a profound thank you to several groups of people in attendance today. First of all, you, the students. Without you, I would not get to experience the joy of teaching, the faith that someone will safely care for me as I age, and that is happening more quickly than I expected, and the ability to continue to learn through all of you. I also want to thank the people who supported you through this process, your parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, your children, your siblings, your partners, spouses, and best friends. Without all of you, these students would not be here. The students have shared with me how you helped, cooked meals, encouraged rest and exercise, and balance. You helped them study. You offered guidance on long days, on moments of failure and doubt. You helped them through crises, appendectomies, and other important issues. You did laundry, cleaned the house more than your share of the time. You sat quietly with them. You hugged them and provided a buffer from the harder days. Without all of you, these students would not be here today, ready to take the PANCE exam and get to that next stage of their lives, taking care of others. And finally, I want to thank all of the faculty, advisors, and preceptors. Thank you for being here. This is not a 9-to-5 job. We do not clock out and stop thinking about our students. We are constantly thinking, how do I teach this better? Are they getting what they need to know? And why the hell haven't they learned this yet? I've been thinking about, no, really, you guys got it. I've been thinking about what to say to all of you on this day. What can I say that will bring some meaning to a day that is a major life transition for you? Traditionally, people share words of wisdom, and I found myself thinking, do I really have any words of wisdom to share? And then I thought about, what do you, the students, mean to me? Why do I teach? Why do I precept? I started with, why do I practice medicine? And you will also find your reason for practicing medicine too. I practice medicine as an act of service to us, to humanity. It is the closest thing to religion that I have. I believe that to stand with others in their vulnerability, to witness their pain, their success, their life journey, is a noble calling. So what are my words of advice to you? It's your words, from essays that you wrote, and your Seattle classmates, over the past year, reflected back to you. One of you wrote, while chatting with one of my best friends about the stress of PA school, she constructively pointed out, it's not called easy school. My hope is that this is one of the hardest things you will do. The likelihood is that it is not, but hopefully the coping skills that got you through this will get you through other life challenges. Another quote, failure is not my limit. I hate to say it, but there will be days ahead where you will feel like you failed. Weather those days, and remember, that is not all that you are. I understand, another quote, I understand that resilience isn't about pushing through until the work is done, but it is about recognizing when to pause, reevaluate, and reach out for help. You guys are smart. Look at the stuff you guys are saying. Do not forget to reach out for help to your MD and PA colleagues, to the lifelong friends you formed in PA school, to your loved ones. Another quote from a student, my kids pointed out this was something similar to what Bruce Lee once said, so I'm just acknowledging that. My answer to stress, both now and later, is simple in theory, harder in practice. Be like water. I live by the idea that water adapts. When pressure builds, it conforms. When it can be powerful, it is. And when it's still, it rests. That's how I cope. I try to exist with acceptance and intention. So yeah, be like water in all its forms. Another quote, above all, I believe connection is foundational to well-being. Stay connected to learning, to your families, to your patients. You are entering medicine at a challenging time, but within this challenge is an opportunity to create a work environment that is not only sustainable, but allows you to thrive. Do not give more to this career than you do to the people you love. That's me. Here are a few more quotes from your classmates before I go. Strong team culture doesn't happen by accident. Rather, it is built through consistent communication, fair compensation, appropriate staffing, and accountability at every level. Do not forget this when negotiating for jobs, and creating this in your workplace. PAs who work in collaborative settings, primary care with good physician support, or when paired with an MA, exhibited overall reduced rates of burnout and work exhaustion. Here, I want to shout out to our MA, RN, MD colleagues. Find good ones, support them, and they will in turn support you. Ultimately, combating burnout requires a cultural shift within healthcare toward environments that prioritize empathy, connection, and the well-being of providers. Do not forget this. Do not stay late to finish chart notes every day. Do not. By which I mean, do not work for free for your employer. They might be amazing, but they are never more than just your employer. Work hard at work, and then work hard at home, meaning be present to those that you love. I have two final thoughts. One, join your state and national PA organization. We are stronger together, and we need all of us to ensure a safe, viable working environment that allows us to work at the top of our licensure and thrive. Two, one last comment from your classmates. The you of tomorrow will be smarter than the you of today. Congratulations to all of you, Tacoma MEDEX Class 2025. I look forward to seeing all of you at work.
Thank you, Bridget. Oh, this is too high up now. I want to now welcome TC11 student speaker Nathan Peterson.
One moment, please. That's good. Thanks, buddy. We're good. That's good. Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. To all the faculty, family, friends, guests, and of course, my fellow graduates. Well, here we are, at the end of a long road and the start of something bigger. We've pushed through packed schedules, intense clinicals, and even more acronyms than anyone should ever have to decode. And now we're not just finishing a program, we're stepping into a profession that demands skill, heart, and humility. First off, I want to thank a few people who've had a huge impact on our journey. Krissa, Betty, and Gail, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being phenomenal educators. You didn't just teach us medicine, you taught us how to think, listen, and lead with empathy. Anthony, I know you're at home sick right now, but thank you for always having our backs, whether it's a random question between lectures or a moment of quiet panic. You showed up and made us feel supported. And of course, it's louder. And of course, Brandon. During our didactic year, you quite literally put our entire class on your shoulders and carried us across the finish line. Brandon, we thank you for everything you've made us endure and to make sure that we're ready for when we venture out on our own. Where is Brandon? There's somebody. We will always remember you when we tell people that's the no buenos. But most of all, I want to thank everyone who's sitting in this auditorium today. These past 2 years, for many of us, have been some of the most challenging in our lives. Without your support, whether it was picking up extra chores, driving kids to practice, or simply holding us while we cried in the shower, we may not be here right now. Over 2 years ago, we started this journey in an auditorium filled with 150 other students from 5 other campuses. And today, we sit together at our own campus with 28 classmates we may know far too well. We ran a gauntlet the first year, supporting each other through a sea of Panoptos, tests, CRAs, tests, and neuro exams, and more tests, because there's just never enough tests. This year, we had the opportunity to apply the skills we learned facing real-world challenges and beginning to shape our foundational knowledge into true clinical competence. We came in with questions and uncertainty, and we're leaving with tools and confidence. We've learned what it means to show up for people, to listen closely, to find answers. That's who we are now. That's who will be in the exam room, in underserved clinics, in urgent cares, and on hospital floors. The work ahead isn't easy, but we didn't choose this path because it was. We chose it because it matters. So let's go forward with that same grit, compassion, commitment, and thirst for learning that got us here. Let's bring clarity where there's confusion. Let's be steady when others feel overwhelmed. And let's never lose sight of why we chose to be a physician associate in the first place. Congratulations, TC11. Now let's go make a difference. This way? Okay.
Darn it. Okay. This is a struggle. It's hard being short. Okay, I think we're getting where I need to be. Okay. Thank you for your patience. And thank you for your speech. In fall of didactic year, each medics class is tasked with electing class officers to serve in a student society dedicated to supporting students in achieving their personal goals, as well as to help define and achieve shared goals as a cohort. In addition to enduring the pressures of didactic and clinical years, these class officers have spent a lot of time collectively working together towards these goals through organization, funding, activism, and advocacy, and have spent many hours on projects small and large to help TC11 cohort thrive and medics progress. Balancing these roles with the demands of PA school is no small task. And I'm incredibly proud of the initiative, collaboration, and commitment shown by our officers over the past 2 years. Please help me recognize our class officers for their service to Tacoma Class 11. When I call your name, please stand up. Spencer Fales, Assembly of Representative for AAPA, thank you. Scarlett Nordholm, Assembly of Representative Alternative. Buena Sumhilig. Jessica Tamernino, Director of Community Outreach. Astiana Stoltz, Diversity Committee Representative. Nathan Peterson, President and Class Speaker. Madison Arndt, Secretary. Samantha Harris, Social Director. Nathan Perkinson. Nathaniel Perkinson. Sorry, that's Nate. Treasurer. Rosie Salisbury, Vice President. And Nate Parkinson as the WAPA Student Representative. And now it's my pleasure to introduce a special tribute from Tacoma Class 11 historian, Buena Sumhilig.
Well, pick me up with golden hand. Oh, me say, oh, me tell you to run. All the way, all the way. I'm over to say, over the how we will crawl. Send me on my way, 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 send me on my way. I would like to reach out my hand, tell you to run. Nobody say, nobody on. Now pick me up where golden hair. Tell you to run. Nobody say, nobody on. Well, I would like to hold my little hand. I would like to hold my little hand. Send me on my way, 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 send me on my way. Reach out my hand, tell you to run. On my way, nobody say, nobody else.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Keaton Johnson. I'm faculty here at Tacoma, and I have the distinct honor of recognizing our service members and their families today. The PI profession has deep and proud roots in the U.S. military. In the late 1960s, there was a national shortage of primary care physicians. Dr. Richard Smith, the founder of our MedX program, saw an opportunity to address this need while also supporting the reintegration of military medics into civilian life. He traveled to military bases, recruiting experienced corpsmen, Navy SEALs to become some of the nation's first physician's assistants. In 1969, the first MedX class of 15 students began their journey, all of them military trained. The commitment to our military continues today. MedX remains one of the leading civilian programs in the country in terms of veteran enrollment. It's not just a part of our history, it's an essential part of who we are. Here in Washington State, we're surrounded by a strong military presence. We have Joint Base Lewis McChord, Naval Base Kitsap, Naval Station Everett, and Fairchild Air Force Base. These installations represent not only strategic defense sites, but also communities of service, sacrifice, and resilience. Every day, those who serve and their families give so much in defense of our nation, often without recognition. It is my great privilege to stand among you today and express our gratitude. At this time, I'd like to recognize the MEDICS graduates who are current or former members of the U.S. Armed Forces. Graduates, as your name and slide appears on the screen, please stand so we can honor you with our applause. Alexis Gutierrez, Army Sergeant. Scarlett Nordholm, Army Sergeant. Nathaniel Parkinson, Army Sergeant as well. Taylor Sharp, Army Specialist. Tri Van, Army Sergeant. We also warmly invite any current or former service members among our audience, families, friends, and guests to stand and be recognized. Your service and sacrifice are deeply appreciated. Thank you all for your dedication, and thank you for allowing MEDICS to be part of your journey. Next, I'd like to welcome Dr. Gail Guthrie in presenting the Apple Award.
I am also not this tall. Good morning, everybody. I'm Gail. I'm one of the didactic faculty here at MEDICS. And today it is my honor to present the Golden Apple Award for Didactic Teaching, an award given by the students, by their choice, for who they felt was an amazing, awesome, and wonderful lecturer during their didactic year. So, without further ado, because they love this man, and they can't wait to get him up here and show their appreciation, Brandon Weaver, could you please make the stage? Woo! Woo, woo, woo! Pew, pew, pew! I tried before.
Good morning. My name is Janelle Fakuji, a proud graduate of the University of Washington MEDICS PA program, Anchorage Class 1. Also the current faculty and clinical coordinator for the Tacoma cohort. During the clinical year, the students rely on guidance, mentorship, and expertise of dedicated preceptors who turn classroom knowledge into real-world skill. Today, we are proud to honor one of those remarkable educators as the recipient of this year's Golden Apple Award for Clinical Teaching. This award recognizes an individual who goes above and beyond to educate and inspire the next generation of physician assistants. This year's recipient embodies the qualities of an outstanding preceptor: exceptional clinical experience, patience, genuine passion for teaching. Month after month, he welcomes MEDICS students into his practice, the Multi-Care Center of Occupational Medicine at the Allen Moore campus here in Tacoma. He has developed his own collection of medical textbooks to support their learning and create an environment where students feel supported, challenged, and encouraged to grow. Perhaps most impressive is his ability to teach the physical exam forward, for a skill that every student will take forward in their patient interactions. His commitment, generosity, and leadership leaves a lasting mark on both the students he mentors and the community they served. Please join me in congratulating this year's Golden Apple Award recipient, Dr. Justin Cooper.
All right, so I'm here to present the John Coombs Leadership Award. Dr. Coombs was the Associate Dean for Regional Affairs and Rural Health in the School of Medicine and had a long record of promoting the PA profession. This award is presented to one student at each campus who has become a role model to their peers, has assumed some of the responsibilities of leadership during their training, and has carried out those responsibilities with integrity, cooperation, and understanding. This year's award winner is Nathan Peterson, Tacoma Class 11 President.
All right, and our next award, students are recognized, it's the Ellen Harder Underserved Service Award. Our students are recognized for exceptional achievement in the care, improved access for, or promotion of public awareness of the needs of the medically underserved. The recipient will have demonstrated a strong dedication on ongoing service to underserved communities. That's amazing. And our recipient for this award is Anthony Scocolo.
This next award is called the Spirit of MEDX Award. This is given to a student, an individual who supports their peers, demonstrates perseverance, and even during the challenging times, served as an ambassador for the MEDX both inside and outside the classroom. This year's recipients embody these qualities in every way. They show kindness and leadership, encouraged their classmates during difficult moments, and maintained a spirit of service that reflects the values of MEDX. These qualities will continue to guide her as she enters practice and begins caring for patients in her community. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the Spirit of MEDX Award, Buena Consuelo Ruiz Sumilig.
All right, next award is going to be the Stephen Turpinseed PA Veterans Award. This award is for PA Veterans Award goes to the MEDX graduate for service to country, class, and community. Steve was the sole African-American person among the first members of MEDX Class 1 in 1969. Like all his classmates, Steve came to MEDX as a veteran of the military, specifically 10 years in the U.S. Army with the 1st Special Forces Group in counterintelligence and psychological warfare in northeast Thailand along the Cambodian and Laotian border. He was recruited by Dr. Richard A. Smith for the inaugural PA program at MEDX. Smith once described Turnipseed as one of the most wonderful human beings I know. He has incredible skills, both people skills and medical skills, fluent in both German and Spanish, despite the fact he did not have a high school education. Steve later got his GED and received his bachelor's and master's degree in public health. During the preceptorship phase of his MEDX education, Steve was placed in an urban Seattle hospital setting, Group Health Central on Capitol Hill. He worked there for a number of years, ran an outpatient clinic, and developed a highly successful addiction treatment service program. The recipient of this award is not here with us today, but it's Adam Gonzalez.
And I again get another pleasure of giving this next award, the Writing Award. The Writing Award recognizes a student whose work demonstrates excellence in clarity, accuracy, and professionalism. Writing is a critical skill in medicine. Clear documentation ensures safe, coordinated care and effective communication across the healthcare team. This year's recipient has consistently demonstrated these qualities. Their writing is organized, precise, and reflective, showing ability to communicate clinical information clearly and thoughtfully, an essential skill for a PA. Please join me in congratulating this recipient, Astiana Stoltz.
Okay. It is now my honor to recognize two Tacoma graduates who have exemplified the highest standards of academic excellence, leadership, and service during their time at MEDICS. Pi Alpha is the National Honor Society for Physician Assistant Students, established to recognize those who go above and beyond in scholarship, integrity, and dedication to the PA profession. Membership is selective and by faculty nomination. These Tacoma students have consistently demonstrated these values throughout their MEDICS journey, and we are proud to celebrate their induction into Pi Alpha. Tacoma Class 11 inductees, please come up to the stage. I want to call your name. Nathan Peterson. Next is Lynette Williams. All right, now, please join me in giving them another round of applause for both of our inductees. Now, TC11 will now line up. All right, I have the great pleasure of presenting the MEDICS Northwest Class of 2025. As I read each name, please join me in celebrating their accomplishments and welcoming them into the next chapter of their journey as physician assistants. Madison Arndt. Maud Bodo. Katie Butler. Annie Dominguez. Spencer Felix. Tiana Fuller. Alexis Gutierrez. Samantha Harris. Marla Lecron. Inshan Magrati. Sky Matsura. Scarlett Nordholm. Nathaniel Parkinson. Ryan Penn. Nathan Peterson. Alondra Rochelle. Rosalie Salisbury. Anthony Scocolo. Neha Sharma. Taylor Sharp. Jonathan Solinar. Asiana Stoltz. Buena Consuelo Ruiz Samalig. Jessica Tamarino. Try Van. Lynette Williams. All right, now let's all give TC11 another round of applause. All right, so now it's my time to shine. That's the closing remarks. Before we conclude, I would like to personally congratulate TC11. Congratulations. Some personal words for you. As one of your instructors, it has been okay. It's been all right. But it's been great seeing you grow. PA school is hard. It is not easy, and your family saw it, but no one else experienced it but you and your classmates. So remember the time in EM, and I was like, so just so you know, for the family members, I'm quite sarcastic. But I said, you know, you guys should really fail. So you know what? You'll learn. The more you fail, you'll learn more. And that continues. Just don't kill anyone. All right? But you will continue to fail no matter what, and you will gain your practice. That will mold your practice. And this chapter is now done. Office hours are closed. We're not here for you, but we are here for you in terms of your mentorship, right? So those training wheels are off. You're now PAs, right? So remember who's helped you through this and how you got here. You're not alone in this. You'll do great. I know you will. Trust your compass, right? Trust your gut, because that's what got you here, all right? And some official words from ChatGPT. You're entering this profession. The community legit needs you. It's gonna be hard. I urge you to carry these lessons that you've learned on this journey, to let them guide your practice, sustain your compassion, and inspire those who will follow in your footsteps. Have grace for others when times are rough. TC11, we are immensely proud of you, and we cannot wait to see the impact you will make, not only in medicine, but in the lives of the patients and communities that you will serve. Congratulations. Now, back to business, 2 things. For those who may want to revisit today's celebration or share it with loved ones who couldn't attend, a full recording of the ceremony will be available on the Medics YouTube channel within 1 to 3 business days. Yes. We invite you all to join us for refreshments in the back and enjoy the time with your families. And for the ones in the back, please enjoy your time with everybody here. But if you want to take pictures up here, you're more than welcome to. Enjoy. Congrats again, CC11.